Money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all, so don't be talking sideways.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, no new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, they can't win, no new friends, Football fast, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the...
So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down. Bowman. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed. Tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
On fourth down, Bowman. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Johnson on the counter. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man. You just...
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, Bowman. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Bowman. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down. Bowman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his 14th touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
On 1st and 10, Bowman. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing on 1st down, Bowman. Johnson jostles free, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Bowman. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll go on the ground. Shifts past him at the 45. David Johnson on his way. A big run there by Johnson. 43 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun on 3rd down. Bowman throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And on the ground they go with a running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Detroit!
To throw on third down. Bowman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They go play action here on first down.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Shifts by him at the 25. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game of the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, it's West. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation. But the defense closed in and stopped.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models are it's popping up tipper. I skip her, I give her the girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty ought to be my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I laugh. Yeah, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine.
Tschüss Stream. Tschüss.